Today's topic is resonance. What is resonance? In a circuit having resonance, the applied voltage and the resultant current are in phase, then that circuit is said to be a resonant circuit. That means the capacitance and inductive reactance are going to be equal in magnitude, and the resultant impedance is become as the resistance. Then the whole circuit acts as a purely resistive circuit. At that time, resonance condition exists. The conditions for resonance: the resultant reactance or susceptance should be 0. XL minus XC is equals to 0, and the circuit behaves as a resistive circuit as Z is equals to R, and the power factor is unity, cos theta is equals to 1. Okay, and resonant frequency, the frequency at which inductive and capacitive reactance are going to be equal and the impedance is become as the resistance, that frequency is said to be the resonant frequency. Next, types of resonances. There are of two types: one, series resonance and parallel resonance. Series resonance. In this series resonance, we are checking the circuit AC supply and the resistance, inductance and capacitance are in series, and the impedance across the circuit is Z is equals to R plus J into XL minus XC, and where inductor and capacitor are the storing elements and the resistor is a passive element, and the resonance condition exists when the reactance are equal, inductive reactance and capacitive reactance going to be equal, then resonance is going to exist. That we are equating this reactances is equals to 0. Then we are finding the resonant frequency as F0 is equals to 1 by 2 pi root LC. This is the resonant frequency at the time of inductance and capacitance are equal. Then this RLC circuit undergoes variable frequencies. When it undergoes with variable frequencies, that impedance and frequency graph will be represented as this one. This is the for resistance and inductance. Inductance is always lagging, and this is represents the leading, and in this XL is always increasing in the impedance side. Okay, in the impedance side, when frequency is going to increases, the inductance's values is going to be increases. When frequency going to increases, the capacitance value is going to decrease. That means if frequency less than the F0, the circuit is acts as capacitive. If F frequency greater than the resonating frequency, it acts as the inductive. As inductance is directly proportional to frequency, as frequency increases, inductance is going to be increased, and capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to frequency. It is in negative side, we are representing, this one is in negative side, we are representing the capacitor. If the frequency is going to be increases, the capacitance is going to be decreases. When XC greater than XL, below F0, F0 means resonating frequency here, then impedance is going to be decreased. when XL greater than XC above F0, in this impedance is going to be increased. And next topic, current at resonance. In series resonance circuit, current. In this circuit, V is equals to IZ. From that, we have current I is equals to V by Z. What is Z? Z is the impedance. Impedance, we are represented here, absolute form of impedance, and impedance Z is minimum and equal to R at resonance conditions, right? Z is equals to R at resonance. So we are substituting that Z is equals to R only over here, and XL minus XC we are considering as 0. These are the conditions, right? XL minus XC is equals to 0 and Z is equals to R. These are the conditions for the resonance circuit. At resonance we are substituting XL minus XC as 0 and Z as R we are taking. Okay, with that we get I maximum. I maximum will be V by R. Next, and this is the when the resistance is taken as small and large, this is the variation. When the resistance is large, I versus F, frequency versus current, that it gets the resonating frequency wider. Okay, if this is F0 at resonating frequency, XL and minus XC is equals to 0, right? XL is equals to XC, where at resonate frequency point we reach the maximum value of resistance, and when R is large we get the maximum current. Over here we get the wider range, and when the resistance is small we get narrower. Okay, we get narrower. When the resistance is small, we get narrower path of current and frequency path. Okay, and this is the graph with respect to the current and the frequency, and when the resonating frequency, we get the steep narrow curve for the resistance is small. Okay, next topic is voltage at series resonance. What is voltage across the resistance? V is equals to IR from this circuit. Okay, V is equals to IR. For the inductive reactance, voltage will be IXL, and for the voltage across the capacitor will be VC is equals to IXC. Before resonance, current and the inductance is increasing. After resonance, I is going to be constant, current is going to be constant, and XL is increasing. Voltage across inductor continues to increase until reduction in current offsets in XL. After F0, IXL is maximum. This is the thing they are explaining. If the current is going to be increased, inductance is going to be increased. This is the curve we are going to get, and voltage across the capacitor will be VC is equals to IXC. At resonance condition, current is going to be constant and XC is decreasing in manner. Then IXC is maximum before resonating frequency. When IXC is maximum before resonating frequency, and the voltage waveforms with respect to the frequency we are represented over here. This is the resistance for the resistance 1, and this is for the capacitor, and this is for the inductor. Here the current is going to be constant in this graph. Okay, current is constant. When current is constant, the XC is going to be decreasing manner and XL is going to be increased from here to here. Okay, this is the graph for the voltage at resonance. Okay, when frequency at VL is maximum. Okay, when frequency at VL is maximum, VL maximum ఉన్నప్పుడు VL is equals to IXL. At the time V is equals to IXL. I means V by Z, right? I means V by Z, where Z is root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Just we are squaring on these both sides. We get this equation V square is equals to V square omega square L square by R square plus omega L minus omega C whole square, where this root is going to be cancelled. And to determine the frequency at VL maximum, to determine the frequency at the voltage at inductance is maximum, we are differentiating this voltage with respect to the frequency equals to 0. At the time we will get the frequency, and we are making the derivative of voltage is equals to 0. Okay, derivative of voltage with respect to 0, and this is U and this is V. From the formula derivative of U by V is equals to V U dash minus U V dash by V square. By this formula we are solving this differentiation of voltage. Okay, we are making this equals to 0. For the derivative we will get this one. Okay, and we are just taking the common on both sides. By that we get frequency as F is equals to 1 by 2 pi root of LC minus C square R square by 2. In this way we find the frequency when voltage at the inductance is maximum. Next, frequency at which voltage at the capacitor is maximum. Voltage at the capacitor is going to be maximum. What is voltage at capacitor? V is equals to IXC. We all know that I is equals to V by Z, just we are substituting, and XC is 1 by omega C. For XL, omega L, and for XC 1 by omega C. Okay, and just we are same thing, squaring on both sides. Okay, by squaring on both sides we get this one, and we are to determine the frequency at voltage at the capacitor is maximum. Here also we are differentiating with respect to the frequency. Then we are finding the frequency when capacitor voltage is maximum. We get this one. Okay, F is equals to 1 by 2 pi root L 1 by LC minus R square by 2 L square. Series RLC circuit as a frequency selector. In this series RLC circuit, it offers low impedance at resonant frequency. At resonance frequency conditions, it offers low impedance path. Okay, this is that low impedance path, only resistance will exist. At that resistance it gets the narrow curve. At the frequency F0, resonant frequency, we get the maximum value of current, right? This all we know. And this band of frequencies, the frequencies we are giving that to the circuit, right? The band of frequencies which is passed through the circuit is called as pass band or bandwidth. Okay, and what is bandwidth? The bandwidth of resonant circuit is defined by the frequencies on either side of the resonant frequency. What is that bandwidth? The bandwidth of the resonant circuit is defined by the frequencies lie between the resonant frequency either side. Okay, where the current falls to I0 by root 2. Okay, where the current falls to 1 by root 2 times the resonant frequency. ఎక్కడైతే 1 by root 2 times current fall అవుతుందో and the current is at 3 dB, okay, current falls to 3 dB, that's said to be the F1 point and F2 point. These F1 and F2 frequencies we get at the current reduced, where the current is going to be reduced at I0 by root 2. The current is reduced to I0 by root 2 and it is also referred as V by root 2 R. Okay, here also I0 by root 2, here also I0 by root 2. These P1 and P2 we referred as half power frequencies. Okay, half power points. P1 and P2 are half power points, and F1 is the lower cutoff frequency and F2 will be the higher cutoff frequency. Okay, and F1, in that F1 the frequency at which current is 1 by root 2 times the current at resonance. Resonance current కంటే 1 by root 2 times కరెంట్ ఫాల్ అయి ఉంటుంది, దాన్ని లోయర్ కట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అంటారు. అండ్ ద కరెంట్ at which the resonance is 1 by root 2 times the frequency is said to be the upper cutoff frequency. Okay, and where upper cutoff frequency is F2. By the difference between the two, F1 minus F2 minus F1. Okay, F2 minus F1, bandwidth is nothing but the difference between the lower cutoff frequency and the upper cutoff frequency is referred as the bandwidth. Okay, and how the bandwidth is defined? By using the half power frequencies. What are the half power frequencies? The half power frequencies is nothing but where the points P1 and P2 in this graph is there, right? Half power points where the current is reduced to beyond the resonating frequency there is, right? At that point we define as the half power frequencies. Okay, and how we will determine the bandwidth? The current at we are defining the bandwidth by the current, right? What is current at resonance? Current at resonance will be I is equals to V by R, where R is the impedance. Impedance at resonance becomes Z is equals to R, and half power frequencies F1 and F2. Okay, and current at half power frequencies F1 and F2 is 1 by root 2, right? Just we are substituting I is equals to 1 by root 2 V by R over here, and these are half power frequencies, right? So Z is equals to root 2 R we will going to get. What is root 2 R? We are getting that this X is also, impedance is also R square, right? So we get R square plus R square will become 2R square. Root 2R we will get over here. Okay, and by equating these two, root 2R, by substituting of the frequency we will get that Z is equals to root 2R, and by equating these two, root 2R and root R square plus X square, we will get the resistance is equals to reactance. Resistance is equals to reactance in the bandwidth. Okay, here we are finding the impedances. That impedance, overall impedance R is equals to resistance is equals to reactance we got. And from the current we are going to get the bandwidth, right? What is current? I is equals to V by Z. At half power frequency I will be 1 by root 2 V by R. We all know. Just we are equating these two. By equating these two we will get R is equals to omega L minus 1 by omega C we are getting. Okay, what is omega 1 and omega 2? Will be the half power frequencies. F1, F2 are half power frequencies, right? Omega 1 is the frequency with respect to the inductance and omega 2 for the capacitance. Okay, and plus or minus omega L minus 1 by omega C. For plus thing we get omega 2L minus 1 by omega 2C. Omega is equals to plus R. Omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1c is equals to minus r we are taking. We just subtracting this 2. We got these 2 resistance points, right? For the 2 resistance points, we are got substituting these 2. By substituting, we will get the bandwidth. We are finding here bandwidth. For the finding of bandwidth, first we are subtracting these 2. By subtracting, we will get this one. When we add these 2, when we add omega 2L minus 1 by omega 2C is equals to R, omega 1L minus 1 by omega 1C is equals to minus R. By these 2, we will get that omega 1, omega 2 is equals to 1 by LC. Omega 1, omega 2 is equals to 1 by LC, right? And we are substituting this omega 1, omega 2 is equals to 1 by LC in this equation. This equation which we got by subtracting these 2. Okay? Then by substituting this in this equation, just we are representing that equation 5 over here. Okay? Then we get the bandwidth. What is bandwidth? Bandwidth is frequency, difference of frequencies. F2 minus F1 is equals to R by 2 pi L we will get. Okay? By these 2 half power frequencies, we will get the bandwidth as F2 minus F1 is equals to R by 2 pi L. Okay? In a series resonance circuit, we have the selectivity. What is selectivity means? It is the ratio of resonant frequency to the bandwidth. What is that? Selectivity is the ratio of resonant frequency to bandwidth is known as the selectivity. Till here, we all discussed about the series resonance circuit of bandwidth and voltage and current. In that voltage, when inductance is maximum we derived, and when capacitor is maximum is also we derived the resonating frequencies. And another one we have to determine by the series resonance circuit is quality factor. What is the quality factor of a resonance circuit, resonance series circuit? Okay, we get the current versus frequency, we get what? That steep narrow curve, right? This is the frequency versus current at a peak value of resistance. We get the current, right? Okay. The quality of series resonance circuit depends on the current variation with frequency. The current variation with the frequency will defines the quality factor. Okay. It is the ratio of the voltage across the inductor or capacitor to the supply voltage. Okay. What is the quality factor? It is defined as the ratio of voltage across the inductor or capacitor at resonance to the supply voltage. Okay. Voltage at the inductor by supply voltage V, or capacitor voltage at energy storing element capacitor by supply voltage. What is VL? VL is nothing but I XL. XL is omega L. And VC is, what is VL? VL is I into XL. XL is omega L. And VC is XC, 1 by omega C. The V is supply voltage is V is equals to IR. By these, the quality factor is defined as omega naught L by R for the inductance case, and for the capacitance case 1 by omega naught C R is the quality factor we determine by the current and frequency curve. Based on that, we define the quality factor of the series resonant circuit. What is quality factor? It is the ratio of voltage across the capacitor or inductor at the resonance to the supply voltage. Next, quality factor in terms of energy. That is the quality factor in terms of current, and another one is quality factor in terms of energy. It is defined as Q is equals to 2 pi into maximum energy stored by energy dissipated. What is the energy dissipated per cycle? It depends upon the resistance. Maximum energy stored is by the storing elements. What are the storing elements in a series resonance circuit? Inductor and capacitance, right? For the inductor, energy stored, maximum energy stored is half Li square, where the current is maximum, okay, and maximum energy stored at capacitor will be half CV square, okay. Here also maximum current will replaces, because at resonance the current is maximum, right? At resistance, at maximum point of F naught, the current is going to be maximum, right? And the energy stored by the resistor is I square RT, where I means current is maximum, I maximum by root 2 whole square R, and T is the time. Time we are taking, time is inversely proportional to frequency, right? So we are substituting as 1 by F over here. For the RL circuit, for the inductor and the capacitor, we are finding the different quality factors. And for that inductor, what is the maximum energy stored? Half Li square maximum of 2 pi into half Li square maximum by energy dissipated. Energy dissipated by the resistor is I square maximum by root 2 whole square R into 1 by F. By substituting this, we get the quality factor at RL circuit will be omega L by R. If the current at resonance also, we got omega L by R, and by substituting the energy also, we got the omega L by R. Okay, this is the quality factor for the inductor. And for the quality factor for the RC circuit is the formula Q is equals to 2 pi into maximum energy stored in capacitor to the energy dissipated per cycle. Energy dissipated cycle at resistor is I square maximum by root 2 whole square into 1 by F, and maximum energy stored in capacitor is half CV square, right? And into 2 pi. Just we are substituting this and we get the quality factor in RC circuit as Q is equals to 1 by omega C R. This is the quality factor and bandwidth and current at resonance, voltage at resonance in series circuits.